Hello everyone, welcome to our Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses channel. I hope you are all doing well. In this new video, we will prepare for the questions in our Christian life. We are in the week of June 16th to 22nd. The title for this week is, Let's Help Our Loved Ones Get Closer to Jehovah, Without a Word. Let's begin. Question 1. What do we learn from Sister Sasaki? From Sister Sasaki, we learn that maintaining faith is possible even when your spouse does not share your beliefs. She shows great patience and respect toward her husband, who is not one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Despite their differences, she does not abandon her faith and continues to look for ways to show her love for God to her husband without forcing him. What she teaches us the most is that faith doesn't have to be a cause of conflict in marriage, but something that can be lived with love and patience, without pressuring the other person. Additional comments. Sister Sasaki also teaches us that we should not let differences in beliefs become an obstacle in our relationship. She finds ways to be a good example to her husband without imposing anything on him. This shows that living a solid Christian faith can be attractive on its own, and sometimes, our actions speak louder than words. Furthermore, Sister Sasaki reminds us that patience and time are key. She doesn't expect immediate changes, but trusts that her behavior and love for God can gradually influence her husband in a positive way. This teaches us that results sometimes take time and that perseverance is essential. Question 2. What do we learn from Sister Ito? From Sister Ito, we learn that it is important to maintain a positive attitude and trust that God will help you overcome challenges. Even though her husband is not a believer, she never loses hope and remains faithful to her principles. She understands that faith in God can bring blessings, even in difficult situations. What she teaches us is that, although circumstances may not be easy, one can successfully fight for faith if one remains constant and trusts in God's support. Additional comments. Sister Ito gives us an example of how not to lose hope despite difficulties. Even though her husband doesn't believe like she doesn't let frustration defeat her. She continues with her faith, knowing that God supports her, and that gives her the strength she needs. She teaches us to trust that God has control over all situations. We also learn from her that faith is not just a personal matter, but it influences everything you do. Her way of living, her decisions, and the way she treats others, including her husband, reflect her faith. Sister Ito shows us that, regardless of the difficulties, a Christian can still be a living testimony of God's love. Question 3. What do we learn from Sister Okada? From Sister Okada, we learn that open and respectful communication is key in a marriage with differences in faith. She shows that it is crucial to listen to your spouse and try to understand their point of view while maintaining your own principles firmly. Sister Okada also demonstrates that prayer and spiritual support are essential to keeping faith strong and ensuring that your relationship with God remains strong, even if your husband does not share the same faith. Additional comments. Sister Okada also teaches us the importance of respecting the other person's free will. Although her husband does not share her faith, she understands that she cannot force anyone to believe, but she can be an example that inspires. The way she treats her husband with respect, love, and patience can be a powerful tool to show him the value of faith. Moreover, she shows us that constant prayer is essential. Sister Okada not only prays for herself but also for her husband. This teaches us that, when facing challenges in your marital life due to differences in faith, prayer is a key resource to find strength and keep moving forward. Well, these were the practical answers for our Christian life study this week. I hope it is very helpful to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.